Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys could make it in. I know it's kind of early to say that because nobody's in here yet, but I'm sure you'll be filing in whether it's during the live or during the replay. And yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it, guys. It's gonna be a short live, not too long, but I figured out it's springtime. It's this season has just started. I think it's uh, the most appropriate time to go over a few things when it comes to your home and what you should look out for, what you should prepare your home for during this season. Because a lot of things have been going on the whole year, with your home, whether that's the appliances working overtime or whatever, whatever happened. This is the time to, take an inventory of what's happened to your home, what's going on with it, and just everybody knows about spring cleaning. So let's jump into it and go over a few items that a lot of us probably don't even think about, because a lot of times we just think about cleaning, right? But there's a lot more to it than that when it comes to your home. Okay, so number one on the list, guys, jumping right in. Okay, what's number one on the list? You want to prepare your HVAC system for the spring season, right? It's been working all year. So what do you think needs cleaning? I've done a few HVAC videos, at least portable ACs, at least, right? Nothing too industrial, but it's the same principle. HVAC systems have filters that need to be cleaned. Matter of fact, let me pop up some visuals here. I prepared a few visuals for this live just to make it a little more dynamic. Let's see what I do with my HVAC pick there. There you go. Let's see here. Come on, get in there. There you go. Yeah, so you want to make sure that your HVAC system is working well, and you have to check your filters on that. Is basically what I'm saying. Get in there and make sure those filters are clean, because the summer's coming up, and it's going to be working overtime, and you want to make sure it's functioning properly. So what I would do in that case is, since most people are not HVAC professionals, I would get a professional over there and look at the system, make sure that it's working correctly, make sure that it's cleaned out, and that's number one on the list, in my opinion, the HVAC system, if you have one. Okay. Any kind of cooling system you have, make sure that's working properly. I don't care if it's like a mini swamp cooler thing or whatever you got in there. Make sure that it's on point. Okay. Next on the list, guys. What do I have on the list next? Let's see. Where am I? Okay. Gutters. Okay, guys. Gutters. Let me go back to. Let me get that out of there. There I am. Okay. Clean those gutters, guys. When those gutters get clogged up, guess what? It can cause a lot of damage. Water can build up on the roof, start leaking in places you don't want it to leak, and you could have some serious water damage. So if you haven't been up there, get up there. I suggest, if it's not you, somebody who's isn't afraid to get on the roof. Be safe with those ladders and clean those gutters out, because it's gonna be raining, and you don't want that water to get in places where it shouldn't be. You want the water to drain properly, and make sure everything is safe in that respect. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is something you don't think about too often. Let's see. Yeah, I tried to get a better picture there, but that's a dryer vent. Okay. Yes, your washer and dryer setup has a vent for the dryer. Okay, that's where all the lint is supposed to be expelled outside, but sometimes that gets clogged up, like you see in this picture right here. It's kind of fuzzy, but that's what I got. That's all that lint that's clogged up in that dryer vent. And the thing about that is you gotta watch out for that, because that's a fire hazard right there. Okay, so you got to get in there and unscrew that vent from the outside, um, and just clean all that lint out. And there's a hose also connected to the dryer. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Um, you want to get back there too and maybe vacuum out that hose, suck out all that lint and debris that's clogged up that dryer vent. Okay, so I know a lot of us don't think about that, but that's very important because a lot of fires, like I said, are started just because of that. Okay, so get back there and clean that out. If you live in colder weather, this is a big thing right here. Okay, um, you do understand that, and if you live in colder climates, you know, pipes bursting is a big thing there, right? And all that means is that the water in the pipes expand, or turn to ice during cold weather, and they expand and they bust the pipes, and that's why pipes burst. And so you need to look into that as well. Make sure that your pipes are in good condition. You may want to look out for leaks or anything like that. And a lot of times the leaks appear as spots in the ceiling or spots on the wall at first, and that's a sure sign of a busted pipe. Okay, so you want to look out for that if you live in cold weather. Um, and yeah, since we're talking about water and all that, this is a good time also to, let's see here, change out your shower heads and faucets. Now, they're working all year too, and they accumulate a lot of debris in the shower head itself, and it's probably time to replace it after a while. I don't think shower heads are meant to be permanent anyway. You got to replace them, and because they got all kinds of soot and debris coming out of there. It looks like clean water, but it's not a lot of times because of all that sediment that's built up in the shower head itself. So part of your spring cleaning process may be to replace that stuff, right? Replace all the shower heads and maybe the faucets, maybe, add some filters. They got all kinds of water purification systems that you can add to your shower accessory, your bathroom accessories, and your kitchen accessories as well. So you may want to look into that. Oh yeah, here's a picture. I want to show you guys this. A friend of mine sent me this picture. This is a result of pipes bursting. Okay, in the residence above him, and everything just caved in, right? And that's all the stuff that came out. Yeah, all that water was accumulated up in there from from that pipe bursting, and eventually it just caved. Excuse me, it caved the ceiling in. Now imagine if somebody was standing under there, that wouldn't have been too good. So that's why it's important to check on these things beforehand. Look for leaks. Always be on the lookout in your home. Your home is not like invincible, right? Things are going to happen. It's going to break down. It's almost like a car. It may take a little longer for things to break down in a home, but eventually, they do, right? So always keep your eyes open for any signs of a possible, leak or water damage or anything like that. Okay. Let's see here. And then, like I said, full circle, back to the regular spring cleaning tasks. You want to make sure your windows are, washed and clean, inside and out. Okay. You want to vacuum out and clean out all the vents. You want to dust and shine all the fixtures and everything like that. Replace any burnt light bulbs and declutter and organize. This time of year is probably one of the most busiest times for real estate, right? For people selling their homes, right? So if you're putting your home on the market, well, you already know. You want to make sure all these things are in order, so you can present the best version of your home you can during this season, because this is real estate shopping season. I think this time and also summer as well. Summer is another big time. So yeah, this is the time to get all that stuff in order, guys, and stay on top of stuff. Anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. This is a very short live. Just want to jump in there and give you a few tips on how to keep your home in order for the springtime. Okay. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Peace.